Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Kim here, and today is an episode of Thrifty Canucks. Woohoo! And it's Thursday, and it's still Thursday morning, so you might actually see this today. So isn't this a lovely bunch of coconuts? This is part of the haul. I got a bag of different fibers, and this one is kind of a variegated green with gold and a little bit of teal and browns. Lovely mixed color. And both of these that I'm showing you here, they have an eyelash trim in them, as well as a piece of wool, which I think I've had it before, but it's just very unusual to have both. So you could easily separate this or have it together, which is very interesting. And same with this off-white color. It's kind of a white with a little bit of sort of, I don't know, like a beige, light brown color, ecru, a little bit of ivory. Lovely color. This color works so well with so many different projects. So I'm going to put this green aside, and I'm going to leave this ivory out here, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later. I think today's episode, even though it's Thrifty Canucks, I'm also going to give it a subtitle calling it A Whiter Shade of Pale. And you'll understand a little while later what I mean by that. And if you are old enough to know who Procol Harum is, it was a song called The Whiter Shade of Pale. So this, now my stuff is a little bit mixed with different thrifting, and there's no particular order. I just kind of grouped things and put it together. So this came from Value Village, and it was $4.99 less my 30% discount. And always go like in the office sections, and I am talking about the office sections of any thrift shop, you know, wherever they have papers. Look for these bundles, because a lot of times, you know, when they're putting these together, they don't even know what this is. And I scored for $5. I did very well. And you know the prices if you've gone out to the different office stores, you know what the prices are of this stuff. So this is light fabric iron-on t-shirt transfers. There's 18 in a package. This would at least be $20 here in Canada, I'm sure. And they're just sheets that you print on and then iron onto your clothing or fabric. So this is a great source of material to turn any type of fabrics into, you know, a sort of like a, you know, a fabric digital or a printed fabric in designs that you want to use. And it does, you know, when you iron it on, it does have that, you know, a little bit crusty, rubbery feeling to it. But I don't use this in huge pieces when I'm using it for my art. I use it in smaller little sections, sort of like label size. So I will take a sheet and I will print a variety of designs on it, and then I'll just cut out a little piece and iron it onto a piece of cloth that I'm going to use. So keep your eye out for these. They are fun to use, and if you are buying them from the store, they can be expensive. So to find them in piles like this was just a bonus. So then I got, this is matte textured canvas paper, and there's 2 packages of it, and it's fabric. So one of them isn't even open, and then this one, just open it up here, is a very light canvas. Now it has, I don't think anything's been taken out of here either. I think it was just opened but not taken. Yeah, 1, 2, okay, 1 sheet's missing from here. So this has a very linen look to it. And again, you just iron it, or you print onto here, and no ironing, you just cut it out and use it as fabric. I think this is a backing. I'm not sure. But yeah, you just print right on here and use it as it is, as a canvas. So this would be a great for printing labels and then tearing them out, and they would have that rough edge around them, and nice to apply to a project. Put the stuff away later. And then the fourth package was another iron-on transfers, and this one has 12 sheets in the package, and it's for light clothing, cotton again. I don't know if there's any missing or not. Yeah, there's a few maybe missing, but still well worth the money to buy these. And yeah, very simple to use once you start playing around. And for $5, that's my discount. Certainly well worth it. So the next thing that I'm going to show you, I'm going to go with this one. You know, when I tell you that things happen in series, they really do happen in series. I don't know if you remember my last video where I showed you all of those sale tags that I got. Well, this time I went and I paid $5 at Value Village, again getting my discount, so it was less than that. 5 times 7, it was $3.50. Now normally I keep the bags, but this one's got quite a few staples in it. I can still keep the bag. Look how many tags there are here. I have no idea how many is in this package. But I did kind of figure out the last batch, and there was probably about 500 or 600 in the 2 packs together. But these are little, you know, 2 inches by 1 inch tags, or 1.5 inch tags. They do have number, style, size, and price on the one side, and they are blank on the other side. Perfect size little tags for making charms, tucking into little tuck spots, and easy enough to embellish. Or leave like this. You could just ink stain them, or paint on them, or even put a little piece of napkin over top of these things. And what cute little tags that you can use to add charms and beads and maybe some pieces of fabric. Lots of fun with this. So you can bet that when I'm sending out my ephemera packages, or if you want to purchase from me on my website, because these will go on my website this next week. Yeah, there I have a lot here. I don't know how many's here, but 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 packages of whatever this is. So I'm guessing it's at least 100, at least. So that's 1,000 tags. Now I don't see anything on, yeah, this is there. Oh, wait, here's packaging. Oh, 2,000 price tags. So I have a lot. I don't think I'm going to personally use them all. So you can bet that if you're getting a package from me, you're going to find a few of these in your packages. So I'm just going to put that aside now. And then the next thing I want to show you is I got this big bag for $2.99. Somebody made a mistake there. And it's a pom-pom trim in white. And I just, you know, I picked it up right away because for $2.99 it's worth it. And there's a few, I'm sure, quite a few yards here. And easy enough to dye in any color that I want, or coffee stain, or use as it is. If the pom-poms are not something that works for me in my project, I can also snip them off and just use the braided trim. But great find for $2.99. Sometimes you find the strangest of things, eh? Oh, that's that one. Now this one comes in 2 packages. I'm going to show you this part of it first. Okay, I'll show you and then I'll explain. Okay, so this was $2.99, and it came with many pieces of organza ribbon, all pre-cut. Looks like they are, okay, they're about 16 inches, so they're half a yard each. Now, I think there's at least 50 here. Now, these are beautiful little butterfly boxes. And you put them together, and the butterflies come up, and somehow you close it up. But here's my take on it. Whoever designed these and sells these should be forced to sit in a room all day and fold them. Because if you ever try to fold these things, it's nearly impossible. And I consider myself, you know, kind of a seasoned crafter, artisan that can do this kind of stuff. And even for me, I said, this is way too putsky. There's no way I'm doing this. And I don't know, like, I'm sure it's a wedding favor box. Like, it does fold up here. I did play around with it. Oh, and it goes into a pyramid type shape. Like that. And then you put the butterfly here and the butterfly up here, and you tie it with a little ribbon. It's cute. But if ever you try to fold one of these and get it to stay nice, you know, they don't look good unless you get it perfect. And it's very putsky. And, you know, there's little tiny slots and fold lines. So this was an unopened package. I opened it to look at it, but it was an unopened package. And then 2 seconds later, I found another package of more of them, which just told me that the person had no patience, because there's at least 50 here, and there's at least another 40 or so in this bag, which I'll get to in a second. So I looked at this and I said, there's absolutely no use for me for these things, and you know, unless I was throwing a party and wanted to have favors. But then what does somebody do with it afterwards? Yeah, you take it home and you keep it for a couple of days or months, and it ends up in the garbage. So what I looked at this right off the hop, like I said, there's about 50 here, is I took my scissors and just trimmed off this butterfly. And then if I trim off this butterfly or leave it, moment of silence, I have a beautiful butterfly embellishment, and I get 2 per sheet. So I get 2 per sheet of this and 2 per sheet of this one. So then that means I get 100 of this butterfly and 100 of this butterfly. Now, if you watched my Techniques Tuesday video yesterday, it was on reinforcers. Bam. There's a reinforcer. So I don't even have to cut these. They're good to go as a reinforcement on a tag. So, you know, these little round reinforcers, you can use the same thing with a butterfly and create the same effect. These can be stained, inked up, colored with your markers, but it's a great way to use them as a reinforcement on a tag, and many other uses. And then I looked at the leftover cardboard and I said, well, I could still use it as sort of a little box, I think. I'm just going to trim this around first. But I also looked at it as it was a nice weight to I'm just going to die cut some stuff out of here, like some tags or labels. But here's the box just by itself, and it does fold up. But again, it's, what do you do with it other than put a candy in it and then gift it to somebody with a candy in it? It's just too putsky. So I looked at it like 200 butterflies and 50 pieces of 16-inch organza ribbon that I can also color into any color I want. So that was far more rewarding for me. And then I am left with 50 pieces that I can die cut some small labels or tags or flowers out of. So in the end, it still works, but no boxes for me. But the second package really had me laughing. A lot of bags here. So there was more with the organza in it, and this has 25 pieces in it. And then there was a bunch of loose, another 25 pieces, and then there was a bunch of loose ones. So, oh no, maybe they're 10, 10, and 10. That's what it is. So there's about 80 to 100. I'm not sure, but more. All the same, there's more and more organza ribbon. And then this came with this whole package of these little, what I would call placement cards, where they've die cut the butterfly. So I guess it's a little placement card that sits on your table. So again, a useless piece of stuff to tell people where to sit. So I looked at it that this could easily be glued around a page, and yeah, just for the sake of having a page. So it could be glued around the side of a page. And surprisingly, these little die-cut butterflies are quite hardy. So it would be a nice decoration on a page. You could turn it, you could just staple it on and make it a little tuck on either side. And again, you can ink these up, paint them up, or you know, distress them with your markers and stuff. So there is some possibilities definitely there. It is a nice die cut, like I said, that's pretty hardy, so you could put this at the top of a tag or a notebook and make some really cute notebooks by just adding your papers inside of here. You can make it a little fabric sampler pack with this as the top. So there's lots of possibilities for this, and yeah, it obviously went with this package, and there's quite a pile of these here, so these will end up in some ephemera boxes as well. And then I had a good laugh because I just finished watching Hazel Annika's video on repurposing these little organza bags. And there are I don't know, 24 I think in the package. So I have 50 of these little silver heart organza bags. So I strongly believe that I was I had a spell put on me by Hazel for sure, because all of a sudden I found these and I laughed because she was talking about how many hundreds of these that she had in her stash. And I know I do have a few, but I have slowly gotten rid of them over the years. But now I have a whole pile of 50. So Hazel, this is somehow you're to blame for channeling this my way. But what I think I'm going to do is, in my ephemera packs, I'm going to put a couple butterflies, you know, a little tag, and a few other little goodies, and some of those sale tags, and send this in the ephemera pack, so everybody else can deal with these instead of me. But that all came in the same package, and so it was well worth it, I found, to have this. And I'm just going to move this off to the side here. I'm getting a little bit crowded. And then I went to my local Frenchie store, and sometimes they have the strangest of things. And I got this for 99 cents. It's a package of these round circle tags. I don't think it's been opened. I don't think anything's been taken out of it. It looks like it's still pretty sealed. So for 99 cents, I thought, well, those are kind of cute tags. So it's definitely the day of tags and stuff. And then at Frenchie's again, which this really surprised me, I got this beautiful tablecloth, and it's all nests and some printing and eggs. It's a very, it's a lightweight canvas, but it is a nice weight to it. And it's a large, very large tablecloth. I believe I could get easily 16 to 20 journals out of this. So this is going to get probably cut up to put in some of these kits. And I know I keep talking about these kits, and they are coming. I probably will launch them sometime towards the end of October, and I will be making up all different kinds of kits that are ready for you to put a journal together. There will be some paper, but it'll be mostly papers that are, specialty papers. It's not so much about the paper, it's about all the other stuff. So it'll be like the fabric, the laces and trims, some unique pieces, some jewelry parts that complement whatever the fabric is, those types of things. Because paper, we can all get paper from everywhere, and paper is heavy to mail. I may put things like, in this case, I might put some ledger paper or some, very old papers, but I'm not giving you all the paper to do your journal. At this point, the kits would be just sort of things that are all like-minded, and then you can build the journal from there. I always go back to saying I don't like cookie cutter journals. So this is why you would gather your own papers and make it your own, with the exception of a few odd pieces that I think would be nice in a kit. But those will be coming out in somewhere towards the end of October, and I will have lots of different kits. So then to going back to my little thrift shop, I got this pearl necklace for $1, which it's kind of a very pale, maybe sort of a pinky look to it, a little bit ivory. I'm not really sure what you would call the color, but it's a very pretty color, and the beads are really pretty. And then I got this necklace for $1 as well, and this one, yeah, it's a chunky monkey. But it comes apart in different sections, so I can make several, like this one would make one embellishment for a journal. These could embellish different things as well, whether it be tags or pockets. It's very flat, and you can also break off the little hardware that's at the back quite easily to make it lay flatter. So some great fun pieces out of this that I can use in a journal. So even the 2, the 1, and then even like this size. So that was fun. And then at my little thrift shop, again, the same place, I got a whole bag of these little rosebuds. They're all on stems. I hope you can see that through the package. So this was $1 for that. And what's nice about these is they can be colored in any color. And then a second baggie for $1. Now they tape theirs, so I'm going to cut this. And in this case, there was a couple of bunches with red in it, some little flowers. And these are expensive to buy too. I remember buying these at one time. But then same little rosebuds, but they're a little bit smaller, a much smaller size, but in clusters of a dozen or so. 3, 6, 12 in a cluster. These are always great to add on to clusters, onto tags, mini projects, and because they're this cream ivory sort of whitish, they can be colored in any color. And more of them. And then, I mean, these have been around for years, but it's always nice to find them in a neutral color. Not fond of finding them in the green and the purple, but these colors are nice. And then a package of pre-made stamen for making other flowers. So white, again, is always a great color. And if you have these in white or any color, even if you have them in a color you don't like, dip them in some of your old nail polish. Then you can change the color and have something that is more complementary to whatever it is you're doing. Or some paint, just dip them in and let them dry somewhere, and you can change the color anytime you want, including the colors that you already have. You can easily change them or enhance the colors. Or you can dip them in a very light school glue, like a very light Elmer's type glue, or just white glue, and then dip them in your glitter to make glitter stamens. So very easy to do that, and very cost effective. You buy one package and you can change it into multiple colors. I know that the craft stores do sell these, like if you go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I'm sure you'll find packages of them somewhere. But also keep an eye out in your local thrift stores, shops and craft stores. So that's that for that part. And then I wanted to show you just a couple of things that I got at Dollarama, my local Canadian Dollarama store. Halloween is upon us now, and I bought this roll of ribbon. I'm thinking I should go back for another roll because it's really, when I looked at it closer when I got home, I really like it. It is a wired edge, but you can take the wires out, but it's got this black birds with a nice pattern on it, and it was in the Halloween section. This is the perfect size to cut and add on to make a pocket or a belly band, or enhance a pocket on your like on a book page in your journal. Or it's very fabricy, so if you take the wires out, very easy to sew on to something and make little patches with it. And it's kind of a neutral enough pattern that it's really not Halloween. And you know, it's got a little bit of script look behind there, as well as the filigree patterns and then the birds. So if you live in Canada, go to your Halloween section and check it out. And I think this was $1.75. And I got 9 feet, so 3 yards. That's lots to work with. And yeah, I was quite surprised to see that there. And it's not Halloweeny as limited to use or time of when you can use it. It's very neutral, so I liked that. And then these zipper seal bags. I had bought a package of these before, and of course they're not handy for me to show you, but I really like them. They're meant for, you know, for taking for your lunch or food, because you can reuse them and you can wash them, which is awesome. But I really liked them for ephemera. They're a nice sized zipper bag, and you can see through it. So if you put some kind of ephemera inside here, you can easily see what you've got in the bag. And it's a nice flat way of storing ephemera. And another thing that I've discovered, and I'm going to do a little bit more playing before I actually give it the thumbs up, but I put a nice size rubber stamp in here, and I had also printed the stamp on a card stock and on the other side, and I thought this might be a great way to store some acrylic stamps. They do come in larger bags, but I want to play with this a little bit more before I give it the thumbs up and let you know for sure. But I will come back. I'll do a follow-up with this. But yeah, that was just 2 uses that I thought of right away would be kind of fun. And then you could go as far as adding a little tag or even a label on the front to say what's inside of it, you know, or not that you have to, because you can see it anyway. But for your acrylic stamps, maybe you number them or something, and you keep them in some kind of order. That might be an option to put a number on the outside so that you know when you're flipping through your stamps where to find it. So that's something I will work on this fall, and I will come back and let you know my thoughts on it. But it just seemed like such a nice thin little bag, and when I started putting ephemera in it, it was like, yeah, I like this. It doesn't take up much room, so it's very thin, very protective, very thick plastic itself, so your stuff would be fairly safe because it's sturdy. So I picked that up, and they come in a larger size too. I think it was about a 9x12 size. I'm not 100%, but I'll again investigate further. But I wanted to try them first before I went and bought 100 of them. So then I bought this stencil set for $2. I do have some somewhere, but I actually use them. But this comes, now it says 48 pieces. I don't know if they mean 48 sheets. I guess they do. All right, so there's several sheets like this. My thought with this, and you know, again, it's one of those things that I'll have to explore further, is I liked the color for starters, and then I thought if you glued some type of fancy paper to the background of this, just like they show you the card, you can create a fun journal card, or you can also turn this into a pocket by putting some cello on the you know, behind it, so that you can have your whatever that's in the pocket show through. So I just thought for $2 to have 48 sheets, if that's what is here, and it must be, there's quite a bit here. I thought it was a good price to play with and see what I could come up with. So I might do that and have a little mini class and show you what I do with them. But I just thought, oh, journal cards and pockets right away. I just was excited. And it is a good weight, so it will hold up very nicely whatever you decide to do. I mean, book page in the background or even a scrap of paper would be quite decorative and look quite nice in the background of this. And then, of course, the box comes with, you know, that nice sturdy piece of cardboard that can be used for making notepads. And then it comes with the acetate that you can cut out and, you know, maybe be the backing for your very first set. But yeah, altogether, I thought it was a good item. So that's my haul, and I'm going to do my my thrifty draw. Yes, today I'm ready, and I have a few to back up and show you. But I just wanted you to see the general. And as I was looking through all my stuff, I went, "Oh my goodness, how the colors are all in the same tone." And the same creamy colors. So right here, I almost have a kit just by itself, like the pom-pom ribbons, the butterflies, even the little sale tags. Everything seemed to be in this white and off-white coloring. So I looked at this and said, oh, procol harum, whiter shade of pale. And, you know, you could even add in this a little bit of black in there because there's black in the jewelry that I picked. And I just said, what an awesome combination. And it just surprised me how this all came together. I mean, yes, there was some red flowers and there was that green wool. But when I took that aside and just put this all together, it just said a whiter shade of pale. So that was what my thought process was on that. And so now I'm going to get this whole big bundle out of my way. So who knows? This might end up being a kit in itself. And you can bet you're all getting one of these bags when I draw your name on anything. Hazel. In fact, Hazel, well, you'll see. Hadn't planned this, but it just worked out that way. Okay, so I'm going to do my draws for the 3 past Thrifty Canucks videos that I haven't drawn. And I really like this method. This way I can do them all at once, and it just causes more fun and more interest and more winners at one time. And it just makes it easier for me because sometimes I forget to do that random picker thing, and then I have to go and upstairs onto the other computer and do it there. It's just much easier. It's hard for me to see on my phone when I'm doing it on the phone. And I'm not doing that live because it's, you know, it's not as much of a big deal as it is with my my thrifty draws, like the big box draws. So yeah, I'm doing it this way really helps. And as I had said in my last video that I did, I think I did 5 or 6 of them at a time there. My first thought process is, if you are a winner, if you are a member, you will automatically get an ephemera package. I just need your address information to mail you an ephemera package. If you are not a member of my, and that's of my coffee site, if you're not a member of my coffee site, then you will get a free 1-month membership to my coffee site. If you are not a member and you've already won a free membership for a month, you have now the option of either taking a month again, if it's been a while. I only started this, so it hasn't really been a while. But if you get to the point where you say, I've pretty much got all the images that I need, then I will send an ephemera pack out to you. But just to help to reduce my mail outs and stuff, if you haven't won before, and if you are not already a member of my coffee site, then your first option or first choice, no, you don't have a choice. Your first time around, you will get a membership for 1 month. And then after that, you will have the option. And I keep track of everything in my little books, so I know who's got what. So to get started with drawing the names, I have 3 winners because I have 3 different Thrifty Canucks videos that I had to follow up on. And the first one was for July the 29th. Drum roll, please. Da, 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 da. Christine's Creations, 69. Yay, Christine. Now, she has received ephemera packs in the past. And I don't think she's a member at this point, but this might give her a taste of membership. So she's going to have a 1-month membership. Yay, Christine. So she will get to play with all the digitals in my membership side. And that was for July the 29th. And then my next Thrifty Canucks video was August the 3rd, and it was Hazel Annika. And I had just, after I'd drawn the names, I had gone to her site, and that's where I saw the video of her doing a tutorial on these little bags, and I thought, I just bought these little bags, you must have cursed me. She channeled that energy towards me because she didn't want to be alone with those little organza bags. So she hasn't received a membership before. She doesn't have a membership, so she will have a 1-month membership to my coffee site as well. Yay, Hazel. And then my third winner is September the 7th, and it's Nancy Bassett, 6995. And I don't know if you have a membership. I'm going to put question mark on that one. So Nancy, if you have a membership, well, then I will be sending out an ephemera pack to you. If you don't have a membership, then you will get your first 1-month membership to try it out. Now, the membership is for 1 month. I do need your email address if I'm sending you the membership because I send you a private invitation to another site. It's actually, you're not on my coffee site because so far, Coffee doesn't allow this. I have asked them to be able to give free memberships on my coffee site, but so far they haven't, it's not part of their plans of something to do. So until then, I just send you to another site to use for a month. And whenever it starts, I give you an end date. I let you know that's your end date. So you want to take down as many as you can for a month. And then if you decide you like it, of course, you can always join afterwards. So I only started this, so this is relatively new. So anybody that would have got one last time around would have automatically got an ephemera pack because they probably wouldn't have wanted. I only uploaded, I think, just this last batch is something new since I started this. But there are 2 people, and I'm just going to give a quick mention to them, a Tammy V and Laura H. If you go back to my July 29th video, if you're watching this, and leave a comment because, I'm not chasing you down, but just thought I'd give you, I know Laura a little bit. I'm not sure about Tammy, and I don't know which, it was for Thrifty Canucks, draws, so you'll either have a 1-month membership or an ephemera package, depending on if you're. I have quite a few Laura's as a members on my site, so I'm not sure if you fall under that one. And anyway, we can work it out. So go back and have a look to the 29th and leave your comment. So some shout outs I wanted to do. Jean's Gems, who is also a designer for me for my coffee images. Thank you, Jean, so much. She is very close, or maybe she's already reached her 500 subscribers. If not, show her some love. She has some great ideas, great tutorials, lovely gal. She also has a brand new Facebook page. It's public, called Lilac Lane Livery. I'm going to leave the links to both her channel and her Facebook page below. She's looking to have some members. I know you would have a lot of fun with her because she's one of those go Energizer bunny type people. And so she will have you doing all kinds of challenges and things and stuff. So she's got a brand new Facebook page, so please go and visit her and join her page, and she'll keep you busy. Val's Craft Creations also has a YouTube channel, and she has her Facebook group, and she just invited me to the group. What I like about both of these groups, and these are the types of groups that I join. I don't join just any group. So what I like about both of these groups is they allow you to show your Facebook pages, or your YouTube channels. They allow you to sell items on their site. They allow you to promote yourself as a creator. And so these are the people that I want to work with, because we're all about sharing the experience and sharing each other's creativity, and you know, getting people to go back and forth and enjoy all of it, and it's all for free. And yeah, you know, some people don't like advertisements, but I think for the most part, you know, most people are pretty good about it, as long as you don't over abuse your selling and stuff like that. But this is a great way to share information and to share ideas and work with others. And I'm all about that experience. So these are the type of groups that I want to work with. These are the type of groups I want to be a part of. And these are the type of groups that your customers, when they come and or your subscribers, when they come and subscribe to my channel, yeah, I want to give back by being able to pull their names for a draw. And it, you know, it's all a reflection of each other and how we're sharing the experience all around. So do go visit both these gals. Val is a very creative lady. I have loved some of her stuff that she's been putting out lately too, and just so much fun. I just wish I had more time to watch more videos. I just can't do it all in a day. But these two gals, please go and see them. Their links to both their Facebook and their YouTube are available there for you to join and check out. So that's it for my video for today. It is Thursday, September the 14th, I think, right? Yep, the 14th. It is kind of overcast here. We are going to be getting a hurricane. Oh my gosh. And if you look at Hurricane Lee is headed straight for our little town of Hatfield in New Brunswick. Although we are inland, and I have talked to lots of locals. I was at the thrift shop yesterday. I was asking different women, and so it was fun to hear their comments and stuff. And for the most part, we have to hunker down as far as putting all our plants away, you know, tying up the barbecue, making sure that you don't have things sticking outside, because we're going to be experiencing some heavy-duty rain, winds, and some heavy-duty rain if we get a direct hit. Whether it's a hurricane or a tropical storm, either way, if it comes right to us, and it should, because on the map it ends up going right up to Fredericton, and then it starts going towards Nova Scotia. So it looks like it could hit us, but again, it'll just be mostly rain and wind. However, they do say there could be major power outages, so I might have to just sit in my craft room with a candle for a couple of days and craft. Sounds like a problem to me. We could barbecue some food in the back. We have a little nook spot where we'd be out of the wind, and we have a generator to at least keep the fridge going, and the coffee maker, which is what I need. And so I think I could live without some of the other amenities for a couple of days and just enjoy some time here in my studio. So I'm not too concerned. I'm almost hoping that, you know, we do have that little power outage for a couple of days, but, you know, just saying, you know, I don't want other people to experience anything bad just because I'm being selfish and guilty. but yeah, so in case you don't hear from me for a couple of days, we are hunkering down, and you know, we're going to experience this for the first time. So it will be interesting, and I don't want to make light of the storm itself, especially on the coast. Do be safe, and do take necessary precautions that you know, I'm not familiar with that. I'm just a little bit excited. I always love storms, and I always love, you know, thunderstorms and lightning and rain. So this is exciting for me. I love winter storms where the, you know, the winds are howling. But, you know, it is all about being safe, and I wish everybody that is in the path of this hurricane or any hurricane to hunker down and be safe, of course. So yeah, that's my spiel for this week. It's Thursday. If you know, if it works out, I will try to have a video on Sunday. I have something I've been wanting to show you for a while. I just haven't had a chance to yet. And then Techniques Tuesday will be next Tuesday as well. I wish you all a very creative day, a creative week, and if you're in the storm area, I wish you to be safe as well. And I look forward to seeing all of you soon. Bye for now.